Sheesh, what's up? Today we have another episode. No, we don't have another episode. We have a new episode of squad building. Well, of squad building. That's actually it. So I show you some beginner teams, some starter teams for Ultimate Team, because at the moment I don't really have the experience for FIFA. None of us has, so it's kind of hard to tell which cards will be strong, which won't be. And yeah, we will put the team ratings aside for a little bit and start with starter squads. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I would say let's go. Bam. Alright, this is the first team, and it is in the category very cheap. So who do we have here? In the goal we have Vaclik, then Malquit, then Mukiele, Diego Carlos, and also Ismaili. Then in the midfield, Fernando, Vendel, and Nkunku. Up front we have Rafinha, Eda, and El Shaarawy. Yeah, these are the players, and you see the price on PS4 and Xbox One at the moment at, well, let's see, 15k, 15 to 16k. Don't take these values at face value, because we don't know whether it's gonna change or not. It probably will, but nevertheless, this will be a cheap team, a very cheap team actually, in order to have it as a second team to save fitness cards, or if you have a very tiny budget, or you want to trade with the rest of your budget. This is something that you can use, so let's check the team out. In goal, Vaclik, well, he's a goalkeeper, so there's not a lot to say about him, but he has a strong link to Diego Carlos, who is a 186 centimeter or 6'1" tall player with the pace of 77 and a defensive stat of 78 and a physical of 80, so quite good for central defender. Same goes for Mukiele as a center back. He also has a pace of 77, is also quite tall with 6'1" or 185 centimeters. He doesn't have the best defensive and physical stats, but it is still okay, and with a 77 rating he will remain cheap. Also, he links to Malquit on the outside, who has some pace with 85. Okay stats when it comes to defending and physics. So that is a very cheap option there. Not a very cheap option, because right backs are always kind of expensive, but he is okay, I guess, right? With at the moment 3,000. On the other side, it's a little more expensive even, as a Brazilian left back. 4,500 at the current time. Ismaili, 82 pace, 75 defensive stat, and 75 physics. So he's an okay outside fullback is the correct word here. When it comes to the midfield, they're very balanced, all of them. So Vendel, Nkunku, and Fernando are all strong attacking wise and defensive wise, not to any extreme. Like, they're very balanced all around. Well, the average is about 72, I guess, 73 for all the stats. And in this case, or in this scenario, Fernando and Vendel are most likely to be the more defensive option, whereas Nkunku is the guy to play up front, as well as Rafinha, Eda, and El Shaarawy. And El Shaarawy, well, he moved to Shanghai, Greenland, to China. He now has a strong link to Eda, who's also a very interesting player. So El Shaarawy, 5-star skill moves, which is very nice at the current time. So El Shaarawy, not the best shooter, but 78 is okay, I guess, and quite fast, and also the 5-star skills, which is a big benefit. On the other side, we have Rafinha, who has 4-star skills and a 3-star weak foot from Sporting, with the perfect link to Vendel, so that works out here. A good option there. And Eda, let me show you. He was also quite a good player in the recent FIFAs as a starting player. So if you look at his finishing, it's only 78, but if you put a dead eye on him, which I would probably do out of all the chemistry style options, because Hawk and Hunter only give like 5. Not like 5, they give exactly 5 to +5 to finishing, and that is very crucial as a striker. So I would probably go with a Deadeye, because his pace is not as bad, or not that bad. 4-star skill moves, a 4-star weak foot, so that's okay. I feel like this is a really good card for the very beginning, and yeah, you cannot get any cheaper. It cannot get any cheaper than this. This is it for this team right here. This is the first team that we are presenting you, and we will move on to the next team. All right, this is the second team, which is a little bit more expensive. It's still a cheap team. So at the moment you see only Joao Feliz is extinct, so yeah, count him at, I don't know, maybe 20k. I feel like this is a 50k team, 50 to 100k team probably. It's a bit more expensive than the earlier one, but also it has some players that are better in these. So in goal, David Soria, who is very tall with 192 centimeters or 6'4", plays at Getafe in Spain and has a strong link to Hermoso, who has a good pace as a center back, 79 pace, 79 defensive and a 77 physics. On the other side we have El Vedi, who has a perfect link to Zakaria and also is okay when it comes to pace and also to the defensive stat of 78 and 75 physics, also very cheap, 400 coins only. Zakaria is a little more expensive, so you need to pay more for him, but still he is a very tall player also, 191 and a 6'3", so a very good option, a very nice link here between these two. Then Klostermann on the right back position, very tall player for full back, so 189 centimeters and 6'2" from Leipzig, well 3000 at the moment, so that's a good value, I guess. On the other side we have Firpo, who has a strong link to Hermoso with 85 pace, 75 defense stat and 76 physical. That's quite okay. In the midfield, the two players that I would play in defense or defensive wise would be probably Paulinho and Zakaria in this scenario, or you only play with one. And if you play the 4-1-2-1-2, for example, then Zakaria would be your CDM and Paulinho could also be in the middle there. So this is also an option here with this team, depending how you like it. In the middle, we have Anderson Talisca, who has a perfect link to Paulinho. So this is quite a nice combo also in the recent year in FIFA 19. I did like to play these two. I used to play these at the very beginning. So you can get them both for like 10,000 coins, more or less, depending how the prices develop up front. Vinicius Jr, you already know him, he has 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. So this is a good option. Same goes for Joao Feliz, who has exactly the same 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, so he got a big upgrade and well, at the moment he's extinct, but he's expensive. It's a very interesting card, and in this scenario he also only has a finishing of 79, but yeah, I don't know, if with this acceleration you could opt for a Hawk and well, try to boost his pace, but probably Deadeye as well would be what I would do personally, but it really depends on your playing style. But yeah, finishing can be boosted a lot with Deadeye, I think the best even. So Finisher only gives 5, Hunter and Hawk only provide 5. Maestro doesn't do anything to finishing, so only Marksman is an alternative. And if you need to boost his dribbling, I don't know, also physical, I don't know whether it's necessary. Jumping is quite okay in this with this chemistry style, but the heading accuracy is not as good, so it's below 70, so even if you win the headers, then it doesn't mean that they will go in. So I don't know whether I would boost the physics here and strength and regression +5. I don't know whether it does anything here, so I would probably go with Deadeye. But Joao Feliz is a very, very interesting card. This is our striker in this team. Correa on the outside, 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills. So he's a very balanced attacker. With a shooting of 80 and very good dribbling. His passing is okay. So yeah, this is the second team. Let us know your opinions down below about this team. We will continue with the next one. So this is the third team that we have here, and this is an expensive team. So at the moment it says 90k, but there are some players that are not even on the market or not. Delaney, Mondi and Havertz are not in here. So this team will be probably around, I don't know how much Havertz will be, but it might even be around 200 coins, 200k coins. But yeah, we'll see about the value. It is an expensive team when it comes to a starter team, but I want to show you some options here, even for the first weekend leagues maybe. So who knows when you will watch this video. In goal, Areola. Then in the defense line we have the Bundesliga players Mbabu and Akanji. And also from Real Madrid, Eder Militao and Mendy. In the midfield we have Sissoko and Lucas from Tottenham, Delaney from Dortmund, and up front Gnabry, Havertz and Felipe Anderson. I mean, you all know these players probably. Delaney very balanced in the midfield. Sissoko, same thing goes for him, and also he's a bit taller, so 187 centimeters with 6'2". As a French player who plays in the Premier League, he is a very good player to link. You see strong link to Lucas, who also has a strong link to Felipe Anderson, who has a big upgrade this year. 89 pace, 77 shooting, 88 dribbling, 79 passing, which is outstanding for a winger at this point of the game. Most wingers have worse passing stats. Felipe Anderson also a good option. Lucas has a position change compared to last year from right wing to a striker, or to a center forward actually. So this is a possibility to put him in center mid, and in this scenario Havertz is up front, but in game you could change this to this right here. You could change it and then have Gnabry as a striker or Lucas. They are very similar players, so almost similar in height, 175 versus 174 centimeters, so both 5'9". And both 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. So this is a very close decision. So also if we look at the stats, we have the shooting here. Lucas is a little bit better in finishing, but that's actually neglectable, I think is the word here. It doesn't really matter whether it's 81 or 82, but the shot power of Gnabry is much better. So yeah. You can decide who you want as a striker up front, whether you're a dribbler or whether you like to shoot, maybe from long range, then Gnabry would be your guy. If you like dribbling, then Lucas would be your guy, because he has a little bit better dribbling skills, especially his balance and agility is above 90, so this is where he is very strong. So these are two very similar players, and you can choose. But in this scenario, Gnabry is the striker, Felipe Anderson and Lucas at the cam positions. Same goes for Havertz in the middle, and Delaney, Sissoko defensive wise. Mbabu, who transferred to Wolfsburg, he is a very interesting option for the Bundesliga squad. So 5,000 coins at the moment. Very good TOTS cards the recent years. Very interesting. Also Mendy, Eder Militao, the three new players with Areola at Real Madrid at the back line. Akanji also quite fast. Same goes for Militao. I don't think I have to talk about them as much because you already know them. So yeah, this is the team here, and we will move on to the next team, but let me know your opinion about this team as well down below in the comment section. So this is the final team of this video, and it is very expensive. So you see at the moment 600,000. In goal we have Ter Stegen, then Semedo, Varane, Ramos and also Mendy. In the midfield we have Sissoko, Lacazette and Griezmann. Up front we have Aubameyang, Fabinho and Son in this scenario here. Aubameyang got a big upgrade, especially when it comes to shooting, 85, and he has been a very strong starter card in the last year. I really liked his card. I played it for a very long time, and he is very expensive, 120,000 coins at the moment. Also Son got a big upgrade, 150,000 with his 5-star weak foot. Well, I don't think I have to say too much about this team. Sissoko again is in it, same goes for Mendy, but then we have Ramos and Varane in the center back position. Lacazette is our striker here, and also Griezmann is in this team in game. You could play it like this with Lacazette up front, Aubameyang, Griezmann and Son on the cam positions, Fabinho and Sissoko on the central defensive midfield positions. This is a very expensive team, so you see the price already has gone up, and Mendy is also not even in there, so we'll see how the prices develop. But let me know your opinion about these teams down below in the comment section. Also let me know what you pulled out of your first packs, also from your SBC packs. That would be very interesting to know, so let me know down below in the comment section. And if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and I would say see you next time.
Sheesh.